everyone has been talking about what's happened in the last 24, 36 hours. How fast did this thing actually come to fruition, and was the whole team, from an administration standpoint, in favor of this?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it came quick, and it's rare when things come quick in this league. It's even more rare when things come quick and get done in this league. But it came out of nowhere, and it came pretty quick. We've been talking about it, I don't know for how long. It hadn't been that long. Everybody was involved.
Was it also the fact that this current squad that you have has to be changed in order to move up instead of just always getting to just the first or the second round of the playoffs?
Yeah, I think we all felt that, and, listen, I think we all, at least I know I do, appreciate everything Blake's done for this organization. I really believe that, is pre-Blake and post-Blake, and before Blake came here, this wasn't a great franchise, as far as, basketball, at least. I mean, they had that one era where, the Harpers and the Rivers played that one a couple of years. But other than that, I just played 1 year, actually.
Which was that? Yeah.
But really, I mean, but once Blake got here and then, CP followed, DJ and all those guys, that's when this team really was a franchise that, we talked about. You talked about from afar. I was in Boston, and you watched the Clippers play. And, Blake's responsible for all that. And we had a nice run, but we didn't get it done. And, it's funny how that'll always be viewed, whether that was a great run, a good run. You win 57 games every year. You have multiple All-Stars. You're an exciting team to watch. But our goal was to win a title as a group. And, that's the down part of this is, we were fun, we were exciting, but we didn't get it done. And it's not Blake or CP. It's Blake, CP, DJ, myself, JJ. It's all of us didn't get it done. But that's why you're in sports too, Jim. Like you keep trying. There's players who have tried all their careers to get it done and most don't get it done. This group went after it the right way. And it just didn't work out.
Doug, what can you guys expect from Gallo tonight? And is there a minutes restriction on him?
Guys, you mean what can I expect from Gallo tonight?
Yeah.
I can expect. I don't know. He's been working pretty hard. He's had 2 or 3 practices with guys. We practiced in New Orleans with 6 guys. But when you don't play for that long, I mean, I can't tell you what he's going to do. I know we're not going to play him a lot of minutes tonight. He's on a restriction. But the fact that he's back, it helps, especially tonight when we only have about 9 guys to play.
How do you think to use the Gallinari and Tobias Harris now?
Both at the 4, a lot. Some at the 3. I'll probably use Gal more now exclusively at the 4, where before we're using them 3-4. But I'll use Tobias at both. I think Tobias at the 3, is a matchup nightmare. Tobias at the 4 is a matchup nightmare. So we're going to use him in both spots.
Doc, you coached Avery for a couple of years in Boston. How have you seen his game improve, progress since you've coached him then?
Oh, he's just so much better. He was so young when we got him, number one. The one thing I will say is he came in the league as a great defender. I was telling the guys this morning, it's rare when a guy comes out of college and within an hour of the first practice, you're looking at the coach, this guy's going to be a great defender. And that's how you felt about Avery. And what he's really improved on is his shot. I mean, he shoots the heck out of the ball. He gets to the paint with his right hand. So he does a lot of stuff. But Avery is an elite defender. He's not just a good defender. And, I look at our team, you now add him and DJ, for right now. That's pretty good defensively.
Doc, what more do you think could happen with this organization before the trade deadline?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. I don't. Right now we're pretty much done, but that doesn't mean ever if you're done. What is there? 7 days left. So we'll see. But the one thing I just want to keep saying, this team has not changed its goals about the playoffs. That's our goal, is to do that. You know, what I told the guys today, we don't have a lot of time to get this stuff together. You know, a lot of times when you make trades, you may have a week or two to try to, you know, we don't. If you lose 2 weeks in this season where we're at, you're out. And so we have to try our darnest to try to, you know, see what we can do tonight without a lot of guys. And then, you know, hopefully Saturday we have guys on the floor, and we hope that they can fit in that quick. But that's where we're at, you know, so we'll see.
Were you consulted on the trade? And also, how are you going to remember your time coaching him? Just your personal relationship. You had him for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, well, not 6 or 7, but I had him for a while. Yeah, I think, you know, everybody was involved. You know, nothing's really changed as far as how we discuss trades at all. You know, Lawrence and Michael and his whole group, you know, kind of put everything together. They bring it to myself. You know, Jerry's involved as well. And we all discuss it, you know. And, you know, that's how we do things. With Blake, it's basically what I just said. I really enjoyed coaching him. I found out things about him that I didn't know as a player, and more as passing. You know, I never knew he was the passer and the playmaker that he was. And you know, we all will have the regret of not winning it or not even going to the Western Finals. You know, we had our 2 chances for sure. You know, the Oklahoma, which I thought was the beginning of the end, you know, when something like that happens. And then the Houston debacle, both of those were very difficult for us. After that, really, we've had a lot of injuries, you know, every playoffs we have. And, you know, but we had our shot. We didn't come through.
Doc, can you talk about as far as how much of a demand and how much of a challenge will it be for you to bring out the best in you and to bring out the best in these players as a coach?
You know, I don't know. I love coaching. So, you know, these guys have not been hard to coach, you know, so far this year. They really haven't been. You know, a lot of these guys are playing for their careers, you know, and, you know, we've started G Leaguers. We'll start anybody, you know. Lawrence Frank made a comment to our guys today, which I didn't know, which was interesting. He looked at all the guys that we had in the meeting, all the players, and said, you know, every single one of you have started this year. And I looked around and I was like, wow, I don't know if that's good or bad, you know, but it's what we've been. What I love about this team is no one really cares. Like, they move over for each other, they play for each other, and so it's been a really good group that way.
Did you talk to Blake at all after?
No, we talked right afterwards, but we didn't go sit down and have a. You know, when you make trades, guys aren't very happy. You know, I've yet to. Well, there's one story where a guy was very happy, I must say, but that's for another day. Let me just say that. He gave me a big hug. It wasn't here. That's all I'll say. Other than that, most guys, you know, it's tough. You know, I was traded. I've been traded at least twice, maybe 3 times. I don't remember. But when you're traded, especially when you're somewhere for a long time, that's hard. You know, I played for the Hawks for 8 years, and when they called me in, I wasn't joking. I thought they were calling me in to give me an extension, and they told me I was traded. I mean, that hurts. You know, it does. You know, and from a player's standpoint, you know, the way you try to look at it is the other team wants you, but you never look at it that way, unfortunately.
Doc, will this break in the schedule give you a chance to have maybe 2 full practices with your new guys?
Yeah. I mean, as far as making a trade, I don't know if we could have done it on a better time. You know, we have tonight, and then we have 3 days off where we're going to practice 2 of them. You know, our guys are in town now already. So that part did work out for us.
Will they be at the game tonight?
I think so, yeah. They won't play, though.
Doc, how close is what's going on with Jawan and Austin injury-wise?
I think Jawan's closer than Austin, but I you know, you're gonna have to ask our guy over here all these questions.
Progressing.
There you go.
You mentioned Lawrence Frank addressed the team. What was said, and how are the guys taking the news?
Well, that's none of your business on what was said. I mean, we just kind of talk to the team. You know, that's you know, in this day and time, you'll probably be able to tell me exactly what was said by tomorrow. would be my guess. That's how it usually works now. It used to be where you had real meetings and no one knew. So let me know what was said exactly. But it wasn't that long. It wasn't that deep, to be honest. You know, it wasn't a rah-rah speech or anything like that. It was just honest conversation.
Hey, Duck, a year ago, we're standing here. You had a group of young men, a team that was ready to try to make a run at a championship.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel? Are you all in on this? It could be 2 more years. Like, you want to make the playoffs, but you're not in the position you were a year ago.
No, we wasn't probably in that position last year, if you want to be honest. I mean, with Golden State out there, yeah, I like where I'm at. I like where we're at. You know, I would love us to be Golden State or Cleveland. I don't know, maybe Cleveland. You know, you never know. But this is what it's all about. You know, let's see if we can figure out a way. You know, you don't know what's out there with drafts and other stuff. You know, we just have to see. So as far as my endurance, I'm fine.